Welcome back.
Welcome you. This is my new favorite thing to do. I know you were saying how much you enjoy spending time on it, and my goodness, I'm excited today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Editing the first episode was super fun. It's really close to being done, so by the time this is out, of course, it'll already be out there, but it was a blast. I kept laughing at us
Mhm.
and the ridiculousness of the... Because there was a few moments where and I think this is going to continue to take place, where we get very excited about this very ridiculous thing in a very serious way.
Mhm.
The episode was starting in the last one, and I think you said you had goosebumps. And every
Yeah.
time that I went through that section in the edit, it made me laugh. So I was like, this is crazy. So catch
I'm
me.
all for. I haven't watched the sports season start. I should have seen 2 start by now. So I got to see a sports season start, and I let myself mentally dive right in.
So what have you been doing with this since I talked to you? Since the last, because we haven't talked or anything since the since the episode. So what have you been doing as it relates to this? Have you been doing more research on the teams? Have you catch me up?
I will say this about the preseason. It is hard to get married. I do have this. We have that in a little bit.
Of course.
Is this coming up now, or is this
you could do it now if you want to talk about it now.
No, we're not.
Catch me up. That's part of what you did, right?
Yes. It's part of what I did. The preseason teams are hard to get married to because we don't know. I mean, how often is ARLA and CRAVENDALE going to sponsor an event? So it's hard to go full board. I've been thinking more because we had a great conversation after the last episode, and it was like, shoot, we probably should have said that, how the race relates to real sports.
Right.
And I came with my mind then watching these events. What was that like? Today's event is balancing.
Okay.
And imagine then if there's a luge team and the course is so dangerous, all they have to do is finish. But in the middle of the race, at any point, any member of the team can just fall off the luge. And they are gone to the abyss. The goal of today's event, I'm looking at then event by event. I haven't found myself in like a lot of history.
Is this an event where it's first is first, or is this another? They're all last marble standing, right? That's my understanding of this.
Right.
Okay.
So this event,
in all cases, you want to stay on the course as long as possible.
And there is a finish line.
Okay.
There is an end to the finish line, and I will compare this then, the scoring system that they have for it, I'll compare it then first to fantasy football.
Okay.
I know you don't know a lot of the football, but imagine the team is 52 yards away from the touchdown.
Okay.
A guy takes the ball and runs 51 yards and gets tackled at the 1-yard line. The team then brings in this big brooding guy, and they just let him do a 1-yard dive into the end zone. Do you know who gets more? Do you know who gets more fantasy points? The guy who ran it half the distance of the field to the touchdown scorer. The touchdown scorer gets more fantasy points.
Which, physically, as far as accomplishments go, makes no sense.
So that went straight when I saw how the scoring system would work. Think baseball. How baseball eventually there's a point where it's just a home run.
Right.
Where they're like, all right, we're done, and it'll finish off. They only give 10 bonus points. The marble race today, JELLE'S Marble Runs, they only give 10 bonus points for finishing the course.
Oh, so if you fall off the course halfway there, does that becomes your time for the course?
Yes.
Got it.
Wherever you're at, it's time. Wherever you're at on the deal is where you wrap up. Talk to me about the standings and how comfortable you are with your teams at the moment.
I feel pretty good. I mean, we got second and third with Purity and Dairy Dash. I thought Milky Madness is sixth?
Even though it was an impressive second run.
Wow. Still ate shit because of that garbage first run.
Yeah.
The first run ate it that bad that it put us in last, even though we won the second one. That's how bad we lost the first one. That's embarrassing as fuck.
Like, you sound quite agitated as an owner.
I'm really frustrated because I was thinking in my head, like, I'm in good shape because of Milky Madness and Team Purity. I'm like, I got those guys. And I'm looking at these numbers that I clearly didn't pay attention closely enough So I guess I don't, like is often the case in this sport across the board. I don't know what to think, Pat. I don't know what to feel because things can change on a dime.
Yes. And in these marbles cases, it damn well better.
Yeah, for sure. So I've got my eyes on those opaque bastards. I'm expecting a lot of them at this point, honestly. But then again, man, dude, Team Purity makes me feel great. Feel great about Team Purity. I think I'm gonna ride Team Purity to the end.
Okay. I've fallen myself fallen for Grays of Glory.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
They're the oldest team in a made-up competition. So there's a lot of fictional history there that I think is worth following.
And in a fun way, they're like the old veteran underdog.
Yes.
Because like Team Purity is the only one that's like been around recently and been in the league and stuff like that. And these are all like up and coming teams. And then you got like the vets that retired coming back to like.
Yeah, they said they hadn't rolled in 30 or so years.
Which is insane.
Absolutely insane.
Wouldn't you, at that point, you'd have sides and edges. You know what I mean? You'd think. You'd be more like a 20-sided die or something like that.
There was a quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. His name was Johnny Unitas. He threw a football so much that when he died, his arm was like this. He just got arthritis in his throwing arm. And I feel like the Grays of Glory. I feel like there were other members of the Grays of Glory, like squad, that just they didn't make it.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Health problems, falling into probably financial debt. They thought they could live the life of a pro athlete forever. And then one day it just turns off.
We should comment, I think, that there is another event that was released today that we're recording this on the 6th that is not part of the Last Marble Standing Cravendale series. So I don't know if we'll cover that in a separate video, just kind of for fun as a one-off with no stake in the race.
I like that.
The marble, it's a longer video. It's like a 15-minute race. So we may put that out as well. But we should say that if you see the Jakarta Marbula 1 race, that is not in the series that we're covering if you go over to that website. So that's separate from all these milk jokes. That is a totally separate set of jokes we have not taken the time to write. So wait and see if that video happens.
But if we're given any consequential amount of time.
Oh no, it's gonna be great. You got anything else before we get into this?
I have then. We are finally presented with members of teams.
Great.
In the last one, we were cheated of knowing who was representing our squads.
We don't know who ran. Finally, there's some transparency in today's event. They're going to give us the team members here, and we'll get a chance to see who's on each other's squad. And I'm interested by this event because we were talking about the physics of the funnel race. The physics of this, I don't know where you put your best marble. Well, they didn't make a trailer for this one, so I literally don't know what to expect. I haven't seen a second of this video yet.
Okay.
I'm very excited, but I have no idea what's
they race up in that formation. They race up 1, 2, 3, 4, and they all. And if you fall off, that's your points. If you make it to the end, it's 130.
Oh, okay. So it's one flat thing with no rails?
Correct.
Wow. I wonder if it's like, I'm very curious to see how difficult it is to make it to the end. Is it like most of them make it? Is it like almost none of them ever make it?
In the Marble Olympics I had watched, it was...
This event was in that series?
Yes. There were 2 teams that had 2 finishers. No one I saw had 3 finishers. And very often...
How many marbles are running? 6?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not see a team that had 3 finishers. And it was very common to see a 0 put up on the board by a whole team.
Wow. So there's a really good chance that this is going to be an opportunity for some teams to get way ahead point-wise if things go well. Or they could fall so far. Like if Milky Madness doesn't do shit today, they could be in trouble for the rest of this series because it sounds like it would be worth a lot of points if someone else did get a lot. of
Yes.
people all the way to the finish. Is that right?
This is such a test of endurance, Rob. And any athlete will tell you, from Tony Hawk to Simone Biles, it's about core
I know
strength.
both of those people. I know Simone Biles. I worked with her on a TV show. Yeah, she was on Dancing with the Stars. So you've nailed the references, man. This is a short list of athletes that I'm going to be aware of.
I got to play the hits.
Yeah, for sure. If they've ever done ballroom dancing, there's a better chance that I'm familiar with their work.
At least produced by Rob Morris.
That's right.
I was looking at then to say core strength, core strength, core strength. And for these teams, you could have then a team not get a winner and still win the event.
Because everybody else also didn't get any?
Falls off at a high score, but they just don't get to the end. Like it's only 10 bonus points for getting a finisher.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess that's in an effort to not have it be the way I kind of described it initially and have it blow you out hard early in the series.
I wish it was more of a Quidditch thing where those points are worth more than the other thing.
Totally.
Yeah.
That does, honestly, that makes more sense, but like you said, it doesn't always play out that way.
And you brought up Milky Madness and how they're kind of with the 6 events. It's like I know you don't follow golf, but you can't win the event on the first or second day, but you can damn sure lose it. You could find yourself just too much rope to climb up on. And the team in the top spot today.
Is there rope in golf?
No, I keep bringing in references to things that don't.
Oh, no, it's easy to confuse me because I don't always know all the things that are involved. Because we were talking before about the birds. The birds in golf and how if you do better, you get a bigger bird.
That's right. Yes, you get a larger bird the better you do.
Right.
Who doesn't love cracking a beer with the boys on a Sunday morning and trying to get a Velociraptor pterodactyl?
100%,
you can do that,
dude.
On like a par 7, if you just hole in one that, it's like 1,100 yards away. But
Terra bird. Fucking
do you
wish,
dude. Because after when you do poorly in golf, it's called a bogey, and then that just keeps it. Then it's only double bogey, triple bogey, quadruple bogey. Isn't that a shame that those don't have names too?
The only equivalent that I can think of, and this strangely is appropriate to bogey, other than when we're on a film set and some asshole walks into the shot who's not part of the shoot at all. Like, we got a bogey on set. What is this? We'll say that. But like, other than that, the only other time I've ever heard that term is in fighter pilot movies when they're talking about enemies on their 6, or I got a bogey on my 6. Like that's, and so that's also like a shitty bird behind you. You know what I mean? There's a similar thing there. Like that's an enemy bird, evil bird. Like you get a good, majestic eagle, right? That's one of them. If you do dope, so you do super dope. It's like eagle, baby.
And better than an eagle, actually, albatross.
Right, exactly. You know, and there's so many others they could be fucking with. You know, it's like you could get a heron if you're really nice to everybody all day or some shit. That'd be cool. Anyway. Evil birds, and then just more enemies as you fail. So like you've got multiple bogeys, right?
Okay. Yeah. The name is just double bogey, triple bogey, but let's
triple bogey is 3 Russian fighter pilots behind you, which is losing if I've ever heard of it. Sounds like a loss.
Yes, it does.
So Cravendale is the milk and ARLA is the brand?
Yes. But Cravendale says it lasts longer, and I don't want to disparage against our fine sponsors, but you got to wonder what's in that.
Yeah, why does it keep? Does it have preservatives in some kind of way? Or are they just super... What would it be about a cow that would make its milk last longer? I can't imagine. You've got to be adding something in after the fact. What you got? What kind of fucking Dutch cows do they have that just milk doesn't spoil? What are they? Are they more polite when they're alive? Like, what is?
They play them piano music. They play them Dutch piano music. And the cows are so soothed, so soothed.
Yeah. Well, who's not soothed by a Dutch pianist? You ready to roll, sir?
Me? Are you ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll. Are you ready to roll?
It is event 2 of the Jelle's Marble preseason, balancing. Okay, there's your squads.
Yeah, I see.
What are you thinking?
It's so fast. It's so hard to tell.
Yeah.
Watching it go so quick is tough. It's an event where you have to work together.
Beautiful stadium.
Okay,
They do.
Purity, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's
Whoa!
up? What's up? Dude!
Wow.
I don't know what's about to happen with the rest of these, but they have not disappointed.
They have not.
God, I love
Wow.
this team.
Front and start both
Yeah.
drop off. And
steady.
that push, he pushed him across the goal line.
I mean, it could be one of those things too where those 2 early losses hit us hard later, but all right, Milky Madness, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Ooh, oh.
Oh, I see how they fall on the measurement there. That's very interesting.
Yes. Not great. Everyone showed up average. No one really messed up, but to not get an 80 is...
Is that tough?
There's
All
2
right,
heats.
skimmers.
There'll be 2 heats,
Oh,
so
okay,
there's a
okay.
chance it's
Oof.
not going
Oof.
to hurt them. Go.
All right,
Oh.
nice.
Okay, performance. You're seeing then Team Purity getting 2 in that first heat is huge.
That was very impressive.
Yeah.
Now getting an idea
Wow.
of the width of this track. It's
Yes.
so easy for them to slightly bump into each other and then it's over.
It is a bit of teamwork. They could get in each other's way.
Yeah, they have to absolutely stay away from each other. Like the top one's got to break. Oof. Oof.
Okay,
Oof.
that's good.
Okay.
Finish.
Okay.
Really good.
Yeah, happy about that.
The spin it had on it when it finished. I don't know who was that?
Yeah, it was like a
Mo? Or the Dairy Dash team.
the spin on all 4.
Yes.
There's a horizontal spin happening on all those marbles out the gate.
They got a little too planetary. They need to get a little
That's
more
a really good point.
shoulders down, north and south
Yeah,
runner. You can't be on
Keep
this.
your head down and focus, you know?
Just go.
Fresh.
Let's go, freshers.
Dude, that one,
Whoa.
you could tell out the gate that was a finisher.
Yeah?
You could see it break. Yeah, watch it break away. I think it's the third one.
I cannot believe how quickly that first marble fell off for them. Immediately.
It's not the third one.
Like it had somewhere to go.
It's the fourth one. That back marble just knew it was doing it the whole time. That was really
Are
impressive.
you seeing then that teams are putting their best racer at the back?
I mean, in that case, it looks like it.
I just worry about if I wouldn't do that because there could be so much chaos in front of it.
Right. Oof, oof.
Whoa. Not going to make it.
That was probably a good overall heat, though. Honestly,
Yes.
those two in the 30s.
You gotta get 260s out of a run,
Yeah,
out of
that's a
every
good
run.
point. Yeah, no, never. I take that back.
I don't know. We're all learning the numbers here.
Oof, oof.
Wow.
Not mad at it.
Now,
Not mad at it. Heat number 2. I love this event. This is fascinating.
far out.
Okay, okay, boys. Okay, boys. Okay, boys. Ooh,
Whoa.
wow.
Oh,
But
good run.
damn,
everyone
that
got a
last
number.
one. And weird spins out the gate. That was very
Yes.
disorganized.
They immediately jumped into 2 columns
Yeah,
and just
yeah. I mean, not bad.
No,
Everything
great
made
team
it
effort.
Past 50. And
Great
then
team
it was
effort.
at 117. Amazing.
That's the highest score of any team so far.
Love it.
Okay.
All right, Mel. What's
These are
it?
the dudes.
No.
Classy.
Actually? Wow. I was really sure they shot themselves in the whatever.
You were
marbles
judging
had
off
for
the
feet.
get. You were judging off the
I
start.
was. Dude, the closeness right here. I was like,
Yeah.
no, fuck, we're fucked. They all pass. Okay,
Wow.
we got all past 75. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad
Really
at that
great.
at all.
Whoa, that's
Whoa.
such a high score.
Wow.
skimmers. I have no confidence in this. I apologize, boys, but it's just how I feel about it.
Hey, you got a finisher, bro. Come on now.
Okay.
One of them did eat shit.
Prove me wrong.
Right?
Yeah.
Not that early. They all passed
That
40.
bump, the
60.
curve they make them drop off of is just, everyone got plus 60. That's not high, is it? Whoa, that's very high. Sneaky, dude.
Wow.
That's going to be hard to beat,
That
actually.
did better than it looked like.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Oh,
that was
shit.
good.
I'm not mad at that, dude.
Yeah.
Last two. First two, I don't know.
But you see how hard it is to even to think that you're going to get to the end of this is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And to only give 10 points, I'll talk about it some more.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
Because that's such a perfect distance. Two marbles were just, they saw it, and I feel good about this one.
And why was that, Pat?
Because I think I wanted to see if I could jinx.
Disastrous.
Right. I wanted to see if I could actively jinx them, and it worked.
Well, that was a fun test.
Wow.
187.
That's
wow.
Yikes.
Wow. Well, we got Grays. It's your boys.
These are my boys.
Yes.
What?
Oh, kind of fell apart at the 70.
Yes. Halfway mark. Something went wrong. That's age. A younger Grays of Glory sees that.
They're so tight, and yet that wasn't even their demise.
They all just broke right at that exact moment. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Whoa, totals get added. Okay. Far out.
Little section.
Dude.
Love it, love it, love it. Skim it back, they say.
Skim you later? Wow.
The semis. Okay.
That's proper.
Okay.
The Dutch and Duchess there to present medals.
Of course. Event 2. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And then where does that put us? Wow. Derry.
Current standings.
Feel good about Derry.
Whoa.
A team I had given up on.
Wow.
Wow.
Very close. You could already see the divide. It could get bad.
Yeah.
For our boys at the back. It could get bad for Freshers and Milky Madness now. Because they're both 3 behind.
Yeah, that really was a hard hit for those two teams.
Yeah. But after 2 events, we got 4 teams that are occupying first and second.
Neck and neck.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, even that 1 point that Derry Dash has above the other 3 is almost meaningless. They are essentially tied for first. And
yes.
And yeah, see, and this is the thing, is that individual people, or marbles in this case, collecting points for an overall score, that shit I know because I follow politics. That I could talk about.
Okay.
I understand primary votes and super delegates way better than I understand anything that happens. That's my sport. That's the thing where
Sure.
I know the players, I know the rules, I know the score, I know the history in a lot of cases.
Right.
Maybe I'll find ways to compare it to this. How are you feeling? What are your takeaways?
Looking at the standings after the last event, it's pretty much the semi-skimmers surprising. That's the takeaway. They were in 5th place before this event started. They're now right at the top. It's only been 2 events, so this will age a little bit. My boys, though, my Grays of Glory, again, it's just too tight of a thing. And as you said, the 1 point is effectively worthless. Like, it could just,
When everyone else
effectively
is at 8,
worthless.
yeah.
Yeah, when it's so early in the competition, yeah. It'll be interesting because watching this, I do wonder, are we actually going to see separation? Are we actually going to see the table move to show who can race and who can't, who can last and who isn't, who is deserving of the Arbor Cravendale Cup? And right now, I'm disappointed in the Freshers. because the funnel race, I can't blame any marble for faltering in that race. It's so chaotic, it's so bad. For this one, it was a total. If they could, they would have operated in a vacuum.
Yeah.
And how did you handle that? How did you handle? All they had to do was handle one little curb jump, and they were off. And how'd you handle that? And they had that second heat was the funniest part of the race. It was a death immediately.
Right.
Gone.
Yeah.
And I think the amount of home runs we saw hit, the amount of finishes, it's very exciting when it happens, just because you see how bad things can go.
They're also the freshers, man. They're the newest baby team. They're right out the gate. That's why they're named that. You know, they're brand new. They're just trying to dip their toes in the water. You know, it's like, you know, probably should be in the minor league marble team, but you know, there isn't one of those. And so here they are.
That's ugly.
So fresh and so clean and so in last place.
So the freshers seem like they just the marble races just needed somebody to come. They just needed. Well, we got six. We can't have five. Short. We can't have 5 teams in the event.
Right.
Yeah.
And
it's at the adults at the basketball court.
We're competing
to go play basketball
for like Olympic style, right? They do the podium, so it's like first, second, third.
Yes.
Gold. Is it like a gold, silver, bronze situation, or is it like a cup and 2 medals, or do you know anything about that?
For whoever wins the final.
Yeah.
All standings. Yeah, first place gets the cup, and I think, as trophies should be, only one of them is given out. And you could go in your mind that was silver, but you didn't walk away with silverware, and that's the point.
That's that's absolutely right. Those are the rules.
That's why you play.
Trying to think of, I had another thought about. So yeah, let's talk really quickly about the issue of how few points we're getting for the finishing in a very difficult to finish event. You know, those two, that great run out the gate, like I said, 2 finishes, wow, and we still ended up in like 4th.
Yes.
So it's like, dude, come on, give me some credit. For that first run was like one of the best runs of the whole thing visually. But yet, point-wise, where everybody fell off at the end, did better. Like, fuck you. Come on. I got 2 finishers that never even left the middle of the track.
They had a collision, and it helped both of them.
It's amazing.
The collision moved the front runner to the end, and it slowed down enough the back to just...
Pat, it was like a fucking magnet was at the end of that track for my homies.
Yes.
And you know what? I know they didn't cheat. And you know how I know that? They're fucking clear. Okay? There's no magnets in those. Milky Madness could be loaded with magnets, but they're clearly not helping. So, who's to say?
Yeah, they should be cheating at this point. You don't know what's going on inside.
No.
Do you know what's going on inside of marble?
No,
not Milky Madness.
You can't.
No.
No, it's an unfortunate, you know, side effect of opacity. You just can't tell what's going on with them.
I think the freshers in Milky Madness, if things go south, I don't know what cards they have to play. First of all, I don't know what they have to lose, right? Because it's just a preseason event.
But that's the other thing, is that we're still early enough in this game that it could change. They could still pull ahead and compete. The other teams could each hit, and then they could come. It's that possible, that especially when there's hardly any disparity amongst the top 4 teams. They're tight in the same spot. So yes, these 2 are substantially below at 4 and 5 points. But if in the next one, as it seems to be, the points are awarded 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
So in theory, if this reverses, like precisely reverses, the people in the middle are now going to be winning.
Yes.
And the people at the bottom are going to be competing with those people who are winning. And the people who are at the top are now going to be like barely losing. Am I wrong about that?
No, absolutely not. At minimum, at the end of next week's event, or the next event rather, someone will have at least 12 points.
Right.
So that's the new levy to cross. It could be Derry Dash could have 15, but someone's at least going to have 12. So you can't fall behind if you're in the back, and if you mess up from the front, it's not going to kill you. Derry Dash could finish in last and just be one event, 2 events away from coming back. So it's not really a clear picture yet.
Yeah, but we're just at a point where we have 2 teams who can't afford to keep fucking up.
Correct.
That's all.
Yes.
Gotcha. Very exciting stuff, Pat.
Love it.
Any parting words?
I am so thankful for the series. I'm so thankful for you. And this is a hell of a time. This event was fun, and we're going to have, we're only a third through it, and I'm just giddy. Goosebumps.